Morning campers, a glorious day in the Lake District. Just walking into Grasmere, and with my buddy Carl, he's come with me, he's doing a bit of filming over yonder. So we're doing some of the Wainwrights in the Central Fells, but it's the southern tip of the Central Fells. I'm going to do Lrig, bag that one, have a look at Rydal Cave first before we get to that, which will probably be flooded, but we'll have a look. And then over to Silver How, only small fells, but I've not been out for ages, so it's nice just to break myself in gently, so to speak. And I've got some new gear I bought in the spring and I've not used because I've just not been out, so it'll be good to have a look at that, some new gear. Someone's fishing just at the river as you come into Grasmere. He spotted me. The lovely church in Grasmere. St Mary's. Such a lovely church. Two people fly fishing. How gorgeous. Right, two people wild swimming in the distance there. So I can zoom in. Yeah. Here's the caves, Rydal Caves. They're always wet, these in here, pretty much always. And can you see all the fish? Try and zoom in a little bit. How cool is that? Right, watch me slip and go on the backside in front of everybody. I'm gonna have to touch the back. That's it, that's the back of the cave. You can't see me now, can you? That cave were nice, weren't it? Little fish in there as well. Can't believe the weather, it's absolutely gorgeous. And after the summer we've had in the UK, to get this now, brilliant. Yeah, I've hardly been out this year, and in the spring I bought some new gear with full intention of having a good season, and just how things happen. I just not been out at all really since, oh I don't know, well, early spring. There was still snow on some of the shaded peaks last time I was out, and now we're, you know, into September. So I thought, if I don't get out now, I'm not going to be able to use some of this summer gear I bought. Like, for one, this tent, it's a 2-man tent, tracking pole tent that I bought with the intention of using it with my lad and my daughter. We're going to do the Dales Highway, but that didn't happen. Anyway, I thought, now's the time to use it, get it out, try and get some money back on it, on the investment. So we can have a look at that later. And a couple of other little bits and bobs. And if you can see my backpack, I've actually got an umbrella. Ooh, an umbrella. What, in the Lake District? Are you mad? Are you mad, man? Well, when I did the West Island Way last year, we did that in July, which is a pretty tough time of the year to do it because of the midges and the insects and everything. It's the one thing I wish I had was an umbrella, because it was that warm, and when it rained and you put your waterproof jacket on, you just boiled. And there were people with umbrellas, granted they weren't backpacking, they were B&Bing and doing it, so they had umbrellas with them, but it really would have worked. So I'm gonna have I think it's forecast rain tomorrow at some point, so I'm going to see if that works. But obviously in the Lake District, normally when you get rain, you get a lot of wind as well. So I don't know if it's going to work as well up here. It's a Gossamer Gear one, but I'll show you later. And it weighs less than 200 grams. I'm sure I could put the weight up. I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah, look at it, stunning. Absolutely stunning. We seem to have left the crowd behind now. Now we've been to the cave and we're heading on up to Lrig Fell, our first one. I think this is the 4th lowest Wainwright. Pretty sure it is. So it'll do me, because like I said, I've not been out all year, completely out of shape, out of practice. There's no shame in starting off small, building up. Yeah, tick central that there. Ooh. Okay. That's why I wear this shirt. It's from Cragghopper. Is it? It's impregnated with insect repellents, with permethrin, which is known for repelling ticks and mosquitoes. And I know it kills midges, because I had some on my tent on the West Island Way, and there were handfuls of dead midges the next morning all around the edge of my tent. Look at this, what am I getting through all this here? Oh my word. Good thing about having a pole and all, just to kind of help you a little bit. Oh, I'm just gonna have to get muddy. That's deep. Crikey. Which way did he go? Which way did Cal go? See, just abandoned me, left me. Right, let's just go for it. Oh, straight down. Yeah. There, yeah. Well, that went way above my boot. But I coated these trousers in some nick wax, help and waterproof a bit, and it seems to have worked. And I give these a spray with some permethrin as well, which you can buy in a spray gun. But be careful with it, it's lethal stuff. You don't want it near any of your pets, especially cats. But this shirt is already impregnated with it, supposedly for life. But when you buy the spray gun, apparently you get 6 weeks, and then it's lost its potency. Yep, right through the bracken. So have a good check later on for little blighters, but the idea is, once you get onto your claws, they don't like this and they drop off. That's the idea anyway. Well, there's a summit of Lrig. I won't, I might film up there, but I won't be talking while I'm up there. I don't think it's too busy. Well, that's the one with a trig. Now we'll go up and have a look at the views when we're up there. Yeah, just heard Carl say the same. Lrig fell in the bag, and we're off to Silver How next.
So we're just going to drop down a little bit.
Yeah, Cal took the words out of my mouth there. Yeah, so we're going to go across the valley to Silver How. It's a case of dropping down and going back up again, but like I said earlier, they're not massive fells. It's kind of a gentler one, this. And if you wanted it a bit more easy, just do one of them. Well, get both out of the way. It's the trouble with coming up here at the weekend, it's always busy, but if you work Monday to Friday, that's all you've got really. I was looking at some jobs with shifts of 4 on 4 off, but I thought no, I'd miss the weekends with the family too much. Nice breeze now. Surprising how many flies start, homing in when you stop up there. Excuse me. Just on our way back down, and that bridge you can see in the distance is what we came over this morning, and what a lovely little beach it's got. They've got a load of stone up there, they're redoing the paths. Silver How, further than you think. Do you remember I said this was going to be a nice easy one? Well, the temperature's made it really hard, and especially now we've run out of water, and the water courses we've passed that normally you do get water from, or can, they've been stagnant. So we're heading up, there's a gill up here, so we're praying that the gill, well, it's because it's got a name, it's more than a little trickle hopefully, so we should be able to get some water. If not, we're stuffed. So fingers crossed. I was just above that, collecting water if you can hear me with the wind noise. Lovely spot. better. Silver How. You can hear me above the racket over there. A bit windy up there, very nice. The weather's changing a little bit. A bit more grey skies over that way. You see? I was thinking of camping on that, and I think it's called Lrig Crag, is that Fell Lang something maybe? I'd have to have a look, I remember. I planned this like a week ago. And you look at that many names in different places, you forget. Anyway, that's 2 more Wainwrights to my list. Done and dusted, getting there slowly. Still got about 80 to do, I think, at least. I'll get there. Try and get a bit of filming in when it's not as windy. Lrig How, this is called. It makes sense now because that's Silver How. So, yeah. Gonna pitch just over there, just to the back a little bit. A bit of shelter from the wind. Stunning. And because this isn't a Wainwright, it's nice and quiet. Let's put the tent up. Okay, the tent is up. It's not, before I show you what tent it is not a tent I intended to use for well camping. It was a tent I intended to use for backpacking with my son or daughter on campsites. But anyway, I haven't managed to use it, so I thought I'm going to bring it out and use it. And it is the Hilleberg Anaris, however you pronounce it. Now, the thing what people have said with these tents is you need a big area to pitch them, which I can believe. And what's not helped in this case is this guy line here. It's slightly uphill, which has raised this side. Now, if it comes to it, if the weather comes too bad, I can peg it down here and pitch it lower. But then it does drop the inside slightly. On the inside, I can open both doors on both sides as well, which I will do. Yeah, so hopefully it should be a good test for the tent. At the end of the day, it should withstand, you know, normal 3-season weather. Not a problem. And I think with the pegs and everything, the whole tent, but without the footprints, it still came in around about 1.5 kilos, which for a 2-person tent of this size, I don't think is bad at all. And the other reason I went for this type of tent, other than some of these ultralight tents, is I wanted a double skin tent, which we've got. We've got the 2 skins separation. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of draft underneath, but it is supposedly a summer tent, and that's what I bought it for good weather, summer camping and backpacking. I did modify this tent slightly. Shock, horror. You've altered your tent, you've modified an Hilleberg tent. What I've done, just bring you down a bit, is I've just added some little stick-on Cuban fibre patches so I can attach a bit of cord to the bottom of the pole. So now, one of the biggest complaints was you couldn't operate the door, the zipper, with one hand, and now because of that it stops it lifting and you can do it with one hand. And to me, they were only something like 5 grams each, £10 or something for the 2. and it's only stuck to the bathtub. I can't see that being a problem at all. So that was one of the complaints, and the other complaint was that there's no pockets, which, yeah, that's a bit of a letdown. There's no internal storage pockets. They could have put a couple of mesh pockets either side, I think. But anyway, it's all about keeping cost and weight down. But yeah, I'm happy with it. See how it goes. Ooh, that spot of rain. No. Yeah. See what kind of a night I have in it. There's only me sleeping in it, so I've got plenty of room. They are quite a versatile tent. Versatile? Versatile. Yes, correct. So that's it. Right, I'll get my stuff inside, get it set up and show you then. There we go, more or less set up. Bags of room in here. So I've just got the, was it upside down? I don't think it matters. The thermarest near. That's what I use for backpacking, because obviously it's just a standard size Trackology pillar. This foam pad here, I think they sell these in 200cm lengths. It's supposed to be non-slip. I've cut it in half. My lad's got half, I've got half. It gives a 0.5 extra R value, but it's designed to try and stop your pad from sliding about the tent. But I've put it side on, because when my arms fall off the mat at night, which they do in these narrow ones, keep them warm. Got my usual quilts, thermarest. It's the Chorus -6. Well, that -6 is just there for a laugh. That's the limit, -6. I would personally not take this. I think comfort is 0, and I think my comfort in it, depending, was probably +2 degrees, something like that. Just got some clean clothes to sleep in to make sure I keep my quilt clean and everything else. Summer lightweight jacket. My food, charger, little radio, headlamp, cup, and that's the Gossamer Gear umbrella. I think it's about 180 grams. But I wish they've had that on the West Island wear. I really do. I was hoping to give it a try today. Well, unfortunately, I'm praying for rain. It didn't rain, so fortunately it didn't rain. I didn't need it. But yeah, just a pencil case. I've got a bit of a wash kit in. Just some wipes and toothpaste, toothbrush, just a few paracetamol and what have you. Some earplugs for when Carl starts snoring over yonder. First aid kit, midge net, you never know. And the little trowel that I hardly ever need to use. It's very, very rare. Yeah, sorry, I was pointing you the wrong way then, weren't I? Yeah, little trowel. Little first aid kit. Little mini towel. I think that was from Go Outdoors. Just to wipe down anything, any spillages or anything. Sunglasses, yeah. All is good. Oh, and I got my chair with me, which I wouldn't take. I would not take this backpacking. 650 grams it weighs, but on a trip like this, yeah, perfect. On my cup. Yeah, on these tents, if you do get a footprint to go with it, which I've got one, it only covers the footprint of the tent. It doesn't cover any space in the vestibule at all. So, just stuck that there. Yeah, I'm going to shut these doors, make sure none of these flies get in. Yeah, I think we've got some flying ants knocking about and stuff, because the wind's dropped right off. Right. Yeah, I'm happy enough with it. I know they're an expensive tent, but the trouble is, when you've had one, where are you? Yeah, they're an expensive tent. granted, but when you've had one, it's like nothing else will do, you know, because of the build quality. The build quality is just, you just know what you're getting, and it's hard to like go elsewhere. So Carl's got the Acto. I've got one as well, but in green. They're a cracking tent, aren't they? Absolutely belting, so easy to pitch. He's got the upgraded 10mm pole. They are so easy to pitch, but I think that is heavier than that. But obviously that's a red label, and that one's a yellow label. But look at these views. I'm going to open that other door actually. So I can open this as well. Same with the other side. Enjoy the views. Cool. They're not scripted, these videos or anything. And by the way, I don't make any money. I'm not sponsored. I know they put ads, commercials on my channel, but I don't get a penny from them. Nothing. I think I must have clicked a button or something anyway. They put them on now. So yeah, not sponsored. I've had nothing for free. Chance to be a fine thing, and I don't make any money. It's just for fun. Right, I think it's coffee o'clock, and then it'll be wine o'clock. Right, oof, that's bright. Well, it's nearly 9 o'clock, so we've come in. If you can hear, it started raining. Quite impressed with the tent. We're measuring the wind speeds. It's probably peaked at about 16 miles an hour, and it's probably averaging, I don't know, 10 miles an hour mainly. I've heard a lot about these tents flapping a lot and not getting much of that at all. Just got to be mindful how you pitch it, because you can only peg your vestibule door open opposite from your exit door. So on this tent I can only peg both the bottom doors, and the wind's coming was the northeast, so I can't peg the outer door. I can't peg that down on its own and roll the other one back. So the wind was blowing in and making it bellow. And if I'd rotated the tent 180, I'd have been fine to peg this side and be sheltered from the wind. So I'll be mindful of that next time. Yeah, very tired, so looking forward to some sleep. Can't think of anything else. No real sunset. Might get a sunrise. I should be up for that, hopefully. And it's getting a test in the rain. So yeah, all is good. I'll see you in the morning, hopefully. Morning. It got rough last night. During the night it got really windy and really rough, but I didn't get out to test the wind strength because it was raining. So I've had a bit of everything, but the tent stood up brilliantly. But I would imagine the wind, it was quite gusty, but I don't think it was anything more than 20 miles an hour. Well, the tent, completely not bothered. So that's a good do, no leaks, no problems. And it's huge. It is. I like it. A couple of little tiny niggles, really, you know, the lack of some pockets. You know, a two-way zip would have been nice, but that's about it really. There's not much at all. I know you can pitch it lower without using the guy lines, but then it does bring the inner tent lower as well. It sags. It'd have been nice if you could have pitched it lower without the inner sagging, but you can't have everything. But yeah, I like it. Right, no sunrise. Let's take you outside, show you around. No sunrise. But we do wake up to some lovely weather. Scenery, I should say. That's why we do it. I mean, don't get much better, do you? Cow's up. Yeah, stood up no problem. I brought extra pegs and I did double peg. I probably would do that on this tent anyway, I think, possibly, if I'm going anywhere high up. Just for that extra bit of security, because obviously it's not freestanding. You lose a guy off a peg and then that's it, you know, your tent's lost all its structure. Oh yeah, good do. Finish packing up and give the tent a wipe down. Just to explain what I was saying last night about the doors, I've noticed the entrance for your tent, because you've got just one side that zips open. Yeah, just one side that zips open. So you can't enter from this side. So it's just that one side, it's same on both sides. But what I'll try and explain is this side of the tent, the side you don't exit in and out, is the one that's got the tie point. So you can tie both doors back, but you can only peg one open. Now the wind was coming this way, so it was blowing into the tent and bellowing that side. Now it'd be nice if they had the reinforced attachment on both sides and a clip just to swap sides. I know it's a tiny bit more weight, a little bit more work, a little bit more expense, but it'd make a cracking difference. And you can argue, well, just rotate your tent, because you know the sides with the Hilleberg badge is the entrance. So as you're pitching, you can decide which way to place your doors. But as we all know, wind changes direction, and it'd be nice just to have the option of swapping which door you have pegged down and which door you have open. But in future, I mean, it's only a minor gripe, but in future I'll have to make sure I remember that the side with the badge on is the side that you can tie back and have the other door open. But yeah, they just had a little clip where you could swap over the pegging out points from that side to the other side. It'd have been perfect. There were no Turn you that way. There was no condensation on the inner tent, but there was some, a little bit on the doors, on the inner, on the outer doors, a little bit. But yeah, quite impressed really. It's like I said before, I wanted a tracking pole tent, but I didn't want a single skin. Now, there's other companies that make double skin tracking pole tents, but I wanted a quality one. I know Durston are doing one, which is worth a look at, and I might actually have a look at that myself. But it's hard to justify another tracking pole tent unless I go for the one person this time. But yeah. So you can use, don't know how you pronounce this properly, Anaris in the Lake District. But to be fair, we had quite a warm night last night. I don't think it dropped below 10 degrees Celsius, that is. Yeah. Happy days. There we go, packed up. The obligatory leave no trace. We're kind of a bit of on a slope there and a bit bumpy, but never mind, managed, survived. All my rubbish is in my bag to take home. I can't believe how mild it is. Really, really pleasant. Right, I'll show you the way down. We're doing, it's a big circle we've gone, a big loop. So we've left the shorter section just to get back to our cars in Grasmere, which is, I'll show you. Just down the bottom down there is Grasmere. Can I get my finger in? Can I? There. Yeah. Hopefully just like over an hour and we'll be back down, hopefully. So that's us walking back to the car. It's been another good one. Don't forget to check out Kyle's channel. He's filmed as well today. So it's a Summit Explorer. I'll try and put a link up so you can have a look. If anybody's got any questions about any of the gear I've got and used, especially the new tent, I'll be happy to try and answer any of them. So thanks for staying with us.